Hi, Jeremy. It's Dad. I wish you was here.
Thomas Moore never wanted to believe what he already knew. His son was lost.
I don't know why you picked this route to go, but I guess there's a reason for it.
His 35-year-old son, Jeremy, was desperately hooked on heroin, and in March, that long addiction finally killed him.
I'm dedicating this whole thing, to him.
Moore says his son had just gotten out of rehab for the second time this year.
And I could tell that he was changing. I could tell his personality was getting worse and worse.
Just hours after coming home with his father, Jeremy overdosed in the bathroom.
A lot of people liked him. He had a lot of people at his funeral.
Moore had trouble figuring out what to do next. His only son and family was gone. Then,
you know what? That come to me like that.
Moore put these signs on his truck telling the world he lost his son to addiction, a warning to others. Moore says he prays his son's story can show how hurtful drug addiction can be.
I just hate to think that I'll never see you again. I love you, son. I'll be with you someday.
Fixing the brake while easing fears.
It is very scary, like I don't want to cook tonight.
It's a strong odor, and I can still smell it right here.
That odor, Columbia gas crews say, came from a busted gas line. Crews were replacing an old line around 1:30 when they ruptured it 3 feet underground. About 25 homes were evacuated, including James Segara's place.
I just wanted to make sure I was as prepared as I could be within the quickest time possible.
People at Wineland Park Elementary were also told to leave. Danielle Burnett says her kindergartner Keyshawn was on spring break.
I'm glad that my son didn't go, because I was like, oh, what's going on? Where they gonna put the kids at now?
Firefighters say natural gas filled the sewer system, posing a threat to people living within 1 block of the leak.
Some of the manholes that we checked were very explosive when we first got here. Now they've been concentrated and we've aired them out.
Gas crews tell me they squeezed off pressure to the line down the street, clearing the way for the permanent fix.
People stealing stuff, mainly. They even stole out of my own backyard, front yard.
Looking around the neighborhood she's called home for years, it's hard for Pat Akers to hide her frustration.
I want to take the control back. I want to be able to sit on my front porch and not feel like I got to have a gun.
That's why Akers is helping lead a movement to keep watch and take back the neighborhood.
We want our city back. We want to feel safe.
Debbie Thompson is part of the Citizen Police Academy Alumni Association, or CPAAA. It's a group of volunteers who work directly with the Marion Police Department.
We're the eyes for the police department, and we relay messages and call them and let them know what we see.
And it's a group police and the mayor says is helpful in finding crime and works with law enforcement to send a message.
If you're going to come to this community and you're not going to abide by the laws and you're not going to be a productive citizen in Marion, Ohio, you're just simply not welcome here.
I think they found 3 needles over there.
Really?
On the ground, Akers and her husband help coordinate block watch meetings all around the city. Right now, there's only about 5 active watches, and Akers thinks she knows why.
They don't want to get involved for the retaliation of it. They're afraid somebody will break in on them because, hey, I might have snitched.
You're not scared?
So, no. Oh, no. Nope.
So they're hoping to inspire others to get involved.
We have to. It's our town. We can't give up on it. Here you go. Enjoy.
Volunteers spent their day handing bagged lunches to those they've never met.
Are you staying warm okay at night?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's part of a program called #LunchBag to beat hunger.
It's definitely nice that we'll be able to show that we care and actually go out and do this. And hopefully it does make their day and hope kind of like make for a positive day, maybe a positive week. But I mean, just one kind gesture can definitely turn someone's day around.
Those on board made 100 of those bagged lunches this morning, all after chipping in to buy as much food as they could.
We're doing outreach.
Anybody like a bag lunch?
The #LunchBag concept began 2 years ago in Los Angeles by a group of friends who wanted to make a difference. The act of kindness spread nationwide.
Each one of those bagged lunches contains a note of inspiration inside, letting the recipient know that somebody cares.
We write ourselves that says, like, stay positive, we're thinking about you, stay blessed. This lunch was just made for you.
Those behind the first #LunchBagColumbus say they learned about the simple gesture through social media.
We have mutual friends that are in LA and Cleveland, and from there we would see their posts and their pictures, and we're like, what are you doing?
Now, Helping Hands in Columbus are catching up on the spirit of giving.
Thank you. No problem. God bless you.
One bagged lunch at a time.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you.
In Columbus, Rob Wells, ABC 6 News.
Columbus Police. One by one,
Police.
Folks staying in rooms in the Red Carpet Inn were forced to go. They gave you how much time to get everything and go?
Like 20 minutes. He's supposed to be getting this stuff.
As police and city crews made it so no one could return.
There's innocent people that come off of 71 who come and stay at these hotels, and they don't know that they're sleeping 10 feet away from a drug dealer or a prostitute.
Assistant City Attorney Bill Sperlaza obtained a court order to close up the motel after undercover officers busted a series of suspected drug dealers and prostitutes last year.
Time to get the stickers.
And searched the motel at least twice.
This is definitely one of the worst nuisance properties in Columbus, certainly one of the worst nuisance hotels in Columbus.
They would ask me if I wanted to buy drugs and stuff like that.
Nelson Gauthier must now find somewhere else to go as his 3 pit bulls shiver in the cold.
We've been trying to get out into an apartment, but it's just paying here, paying $265 a week here. It's kind of like broke our pockets.
He and others asked management for their money back when they saw these flyers.
I asked for a refund yesterday. They told us no. I told them I didn't want the police knocking on my door.
Columbus Police!
And that's who knocked on my door and woke me up this morning.
Now the city wants to keep this place closed and wants other problem hotels to listen up.
If they allow drug activity and prostitution activity to occur, they could be next.
Spring may have sprung. On Spring Street, we found outdoor eaters, jubilant joggers.
Is it spring?
Starting to be.
And the ceremonial unlayering of winter clothes. After the cold darkness of winter, it was finally a day to catch some rays, and for the lion of March's beginning to lay down with the lamb of March's end.
Can I lie down too for a sec?
Sure.
Thank you. Oh man, that feels awesome.
Feels great.
You know what's crazy? I'm getting paid for this.
That's a good deal.
Now, it wasn't that long ago that the Midwest was invaded by something called a polar vortex.
Do you know what a polar vortex is? Excuse me, sir?
It was an Arctic blast which froze everything in its path. But now the vortex has vanished. It's time to bid farewell to maybe the worst winter ever, and time to welcome some sun.
Hello! Spring!